Revelio.
Not much of a dark art that frightens me as long as I have me one.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
Oh, well then.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You have my thanks. Wager I could handle another enchantment now. If things keep going as they are, well...
Revelio.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again.
Revelio.
Yourself welcome.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
This is where Saccharissa said to go. Now, where are those bomber tubers?
Revelio.
Just my luck. A troll.
Imperio. Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Avona. Revelio.
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness.
Revelio.
Beasts were made to be skinned and eaten. Confringo!
Revelio.
Confringo!
No!
Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Rookwoods don't go down easy!
Get over here, you idiot!
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Confringo.
No!
Places.
Fancy yourself skilled because you've slain a few trolls.
Confringo. Places. Descendo. Confringo. Places. Revelio.
That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now.
Come on.
You can feed a beast, Turek. If you get my meaning.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Poachers! Carniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
Confringo! Potato! Confringo!
Someone there.
Release Predator! Predator! Careful. Predator! Predator!
Revelio.
Predator!
Expelliarmus.
I bet that one hurt. Predator!
You whipped.
You took Nora Treadwell from
Incendia.
Seems your luck ran out.
Confringo. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit?
Revelio. Levioso.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we?
Revelio. Confringo. Imperio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
This looks intriguing. These rocks have seen better days.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
It's one thing to secure allegiance with one who has some...
You may
It's the stupid new release Treadwell.
Revelio.
You never have come here. Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helmet and skull. You've got Morgan's blood on your hands.
Confringo.
Confringo!
Confringo! This is going well for you. Let's see you survive that. Sneaking to back. Really got yourself on you. Fringo! Touch gumption to steal a stolen hippogriff.
Confringo.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Revelio.
castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Revelio.
That wasn't so difficult.
You want to leave it at least before you go poking about the tracks of a streeler. Need to let his trail stop smouldering. Find some good treasures. Yes, you can. I once found a copper pot what had a real gem in it. Come to think of it, I don't know who's cooking with jewels. No, now I recall. It wasn't a pot for cooking. It had no handle. It was a burial urn. Go find that.
I see you. Real quick.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Revelio.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Revelio.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Saccharissa, I found the tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
Revelio.
Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio. Accio. The hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, that one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Stupid. Come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out. I've heard scent.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed.
Reducto! Reducto! You
Where did you go, Howard? Aha! Back.
Expulsion! Confringo!
Reducto!
Had enough?
Expelliarmus! Pay for your hit! Confringo! Make us hit upon that they was giving out galleons.
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. What?
Oi!
Revelio.
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, I shall enjoy this. Expulso! Expulso! You will not survive this. Expulso! Might want to look up.
Arresto Momentum.
Expulso! What are your thoughts on electricity?
Confringo.
Expulso! Ah, stupendous! Step from above!
Revelio. And he must be here somewhere. Revelio!
You found us! I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you...
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it. Revelio.
Summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
My wand is somewhere in this room.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me.
Revelio.
We shall speak soon.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Revelio. Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominis. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm going to go and pay a visit to my old friend.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I'm glad you came.
Sebastian, I've received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister. My twin. Forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominis everything for standing by me.
Well, it wasn't easy, but I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Revelio. I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Perhaps I'll scout around Belcroft for something.
My mother will always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't want your path. You've never seen a clear night.
Julius Totalis. Revelio.
Brockborough ain't good for much. Not unless you fancy getting squashed by a troll.
Huh. The location marked on the map isn't far from here. Revelio.
Doesn't matter if they're still alive. Concentrate on the spoils we'll be leaving.
Julius Totalis.
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Confringo! No!
Am I supposed to? You put quite
Let's play, shall we?
Expelliarmus!
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Confringo!
You and those accursed sentinels just had to save those.
What have you done? You
Confringo!
Yup.
Glacius.
Confringo!
Goodness. Not a party to attend by my...
Revelio!
Expelliarmus.
Better be a beast.
Stop that!
Confringo! Glacius! Descendo!
I'd have taken your life before you even realise it's gone.
I know all about you and your violent streak.
Levioso!
You're the little sod that saved
Levioso!
Expelliarmus!
Look alive! Levioso!
Expelliarmus!
What have you done?
What are you?
Levioso!
I've seen more courage in a Paulo.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
What are you, a doctor?
Glacius!
No, not survive this fight.
Levioso!
Descendo!
How's the view?
Levioso!
Confringo! Confringo!
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Revelio. This place has seen better days. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. That solves that. Revelio. Alohomora. Who lived here, I wonder? Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Glacier. Revelio. Alohomora. Might be interesting to see where this leads. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Merlin himself would be proud.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Confringo.
You won't get away with that. You won't.
Nothing over here.
Revelio.
I was only a young one. Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit.
What are you up to now?
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also a Nanomagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, We left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
An intruder!
Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Reparo. Revelio.
Haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make.
Reparo. What's that? Settled.
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Leviosa. Not going to hurt you. Revelio. I'll look after you.
Now, see, Fog can be your friend, but you have to be a friend to Fog. Don't look at me like that. You haven't heard what I'm about to say. See, Fog will cover you, allow you to move with stealth. But then you have to do your bit, because if you take a sharp turn, unexpected, you've upset Fog, haven't you? Don't look at me like that.
Lucas Totalis.
Revelio.
All flavour of wicked to be had with the dark arts.
Lucas Totalis.
Ben, you snuffed out Iona Morgan's future, you wet exposure! Give it back! No matter how many of us you do, this is your first duel. Flash of inspiration!
Confringo! I did it! In an Ashwinder, no less.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Some days I'm...
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind. And I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matabeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however, I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Wonder who lives here.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
Revelio. He is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look around.
Who goes there? Gallivant, walk right into us.
Right.
Your idiots are smarter than an eruptant. I'm just listening. Protego!
Your children play Gotcha!
They got what they deserve.
Revelio. Expulso!
Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
Confringo. Descendo. Imperial. Expelliarmus.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother. It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? A battle here at Hogwarts, everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
Revelio.
Alohomora.
Revelio.
What sort of world are we in where children solve our problems?
It's George. I'm sure of it. Who is George? That is George.
Explain.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Revelio.
These rocks have seen better days.